Hi, xiaouiris here. I'm a choreographer and dancer, and today I'm going to be reacting to HYUNJIN from Stray Kids, Artist of the Month, Motley Crue. I believe this is the right one. Okay, here we go. That was a great intro choreography. Interesting expressions. He didn't need to contort his face, but he has. Maybe that's his thing. Also, he's got perfect body for a dancer. The formation that he had right in the beginning when he buckled his knees together. It's a Any dancer can do that dance, but it looks so much better if you've got more of a leaner figure because you can really see like the shape of the knees and the legs. Um, but yeah, no, that was a good intro.
Count up the bands sticking up. No rubber band speaking up. Chain is so heavy, can pick it up. Came with the gang, myriad. I see you with hilarious. Where's my root mysterious? My whip from fast and furious. I get the calms, period. Covered in ice, Siberia. I'm at the top of the pyramid. But I'm a small serious. We gonna play.
His expressions are so good. He's he's doing something with his face that I'm not really familiar with. There's there's reasoning behind every expression with a dancer. You're either dancing with your face or you're contorting your face along with your body because it helps. Um, his face seems really isolated from the rest of his body. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just doing my thing.
I'm at the top of the pyramid. But I'm a small serious. We gonna play serious. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the mud crew. Sit up. I just forgot where I was. Pour it out, throw it out. Sit up, get up, get up, get up. Came with them, came with them, came with them. I got John Wick hit up. I'ma go get up. Came with the army, yeah. The people around me still the same. We just want.
Do you know what? The choreography is so good. I've just realised in this little sequence that it's really good. But I hadn't been paying attention to it because there's just something about him that's really captivated me. I can't help but focus on him. So I missed everything that happened up until this point where the layer went down, where they went down on the floor, and I was like, oh yeah, the choreography. But there is something about him that really just captivates you. You can't help but stare at him. So it's a good job, really, that the choreographer has added layers. Layers always, sometimes when you zone out, if somebody's talking and you just kind of go into a world of your own, and then you hear your name, suddenly you snap back into reality, and you're like, oh yeah, and you're listening to the conversation again. It's the same kind of visual you have with layers in choreography. So it captures the audience if you're up and then you go down or vice versa. When you play with layers, it's a technique choreographers use to recapture attention, and it worked with me in this instance.
We just want party, 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 yeah. We ride it, you won't never. Count up the bands sticking up. No rubber band speaking up. Chain is so heavy, can pick it up. Came with the gang. I see you with hilarious. Where's my root mysterious? My whip from fast and furious. Cause we got I get the.
I'm sorry, but he's got a really interesting style because some of his limbs are quite lazy, but it, in dancing it's deliberate. When you want to have a lazy limb, you just literally you kind of let it flop, but then you like move on to the next thing. So you're either really fluid or, sorry, you're either really sharp or you're really fluid. Um, what Hyunjin is doing is it looks like he's about to go into something where he's not so conscious of certain limbs, but then he adds power to them. So there's an expectation that a dance is going to be a certain thing, but it becomes the complete opposite. And as confusing as I know that probably sounds, the point of it is that he's got a lot of control over his body. He's got a lot of control over what he's doing. It's conscious in dancing. A lot of things aren't conscious. Okay, yeah, you have to know a dance and think about it, but the way that a dancer moves is very unconscious, and how you bring about from one step to another is an unconscious thing. So I wouldn't think how to get from one shoulder to another shoulder unless I was directed that I need to sway, like make sure you bend or make sure you turn. If I wasn't directed in that, but I just had to get from beat one to beat two, the in between would be a very natural thing. And that's when dancers become unconscious. But what I'm seeing so far, he seems to be very aware of every single thing he's doing, even in between choreography, which is amazing. Sorry, let me take it back.
I see you with hilarious. Where's my root mysterious? My whip from fast and furious. Curves we guaranteed. I get the calmest period. Color the ice Siberia. I'm at the top of the pyramid. I'm storm serious. We gonna play serious. Came with the gang of myriad. Came with the
His expressions are slaying. His expressions are so good. You know what? His use of every limb, like again, that laziness with limbs. I've said it before, but if if a dancer is wearing like short sleeves and you can see the skin of their arms, you can tell, like you're able to study the limb a lot more if they had long sleeves. Like clothes are such a big thing in dancing. People don't realize, but they really are. Um, I've got my point though. But yeah, his limbs, his legs, his thighs, his legs, his feet, his arm up until his elbow, his hands, just everything about him. He's just using everything. So good. Take it back.
storm serious. We gonna play serious. Came with the gang of myriad. Came with the gang of myriad. Came with the mother crew. What you gonna do? I'ma pull up with the crew. When I'm off the juice, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that.
I am so sorry I slept on him. Oh God, look at his formation there. Wow. What? He's incorporated so many dancing styles. He's a really good dancer. I don't watch enough Stray Kids. And he's hot. Contemporary dance, street dance. They're definitely the main two dances, contemporary and street. You mix the two together, you've got a recipe for success as a dancer. Look at his formation there. Perfect. How is he so good? How have I only just. I'm so sorry it's taken me this long to get around to him. My God, he's so good. Let me start that again. Hmm. Great dancing.
Count up the bands, sticking up. No rubber band, speaking up. Tell
Good.
us heavy, can pick it up. Came with the gang of myriad. I see you with hilarious. Where's my root mysterious? My whip from fast and furious. Curves we guaranteed. I get the calmest period. Color the ice Siberia. I'm at the top of the pyramid. Bitch, I'm a storm serious. We gonna play serious. Came with the gang of myriad. Came with the gang of myriad. Came with the mother crew.
Choreographer. Oh no, I might just have a favorite new dancer. Oh, I need to see more. Please tell me more. Please give me more. Oh my God, he was amazing. He was really, really good. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that recommendation. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video. Good evening, everyone.